Anybody that thinks that it is possible for President Bola Tinubu to get re-elected is living in another country, not Nigeria.
All right, guys. Once again, I want to welcome you back to Trending Nigeria. And we have a latest from Nasir El-Rufai. Nasir El-Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State, has thrown another bomb to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he has underestimated his re-election in 2027. Nasir El-Rufai was speaking in an interview where he made this assertion and also said that it will be very difficult for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be re-elected. All right, guys, I have one of my very good friend, a political analyst, who will be helping us to also analyze the statement from Nasir El-Rufai.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Larry. We shall be analyzing this together. Thank you.
All right. It will be very difficult for President to be re-elected in 2027, and I believe some of you will agree with him. And some people will also bring out their analysis why the president will be re-elected. But quickly, let us watch what Nasir El-Rufai said in this video.
Anybody that thinks that it is possible for President Bola Tinubu to get re-elected is living in another country, not Nigeria. It is impossible for Bola Tinubu to get re-elected. I don't see a pathway for him, no matter how disorganized the opposition is. Who will vote for him? In fact, I'm very happy that there are a gale of defections, because Nigerians are not defecting. It is greedy and hungry politicians and those that are looking for money, contract, appointment, office, that are defecting. The other class of those defecting are those that know that the EFCC or ICPC can intimidate them because they know what they have done. If they have done what is not quite right, they know that the anti-corruption agencies can be weaponized against them. Those are the people that are defecting. But the Nigerian people, those that actually vote, are not defecting. They are not interested in the APC. Neither are they interested in the PDP. And this is what I think the SDP and the coalition of political parties or groupings that we're working with is targeting. We believe that the 2027 elections will be between the APC and Nigerians. It's not between the APC and governors or senators or House of Reps members. In fact, most of those office holders are totally discredited today due to the failures in governance experience across the country.
I believe you listen to him. It will be very difficult for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be re-elected in 2027. Let me talk to you, Larry. Do you really believe what Nasir El-Rufai said, or what can you say about this statement?
All right, I think El-Rufai is trying to be. It's not doing sincere about the entire situation, because if he has been in this government, he will not possibly have been saying that. We all know before now, El-Rufai was denied the ministerial appointment because there was a security report about him supporting X-Men activities and banditry in the north. But because that security report worked against him, he decided to he's now started fighting this present administration. So what I want to say is that El-Rufai may not have had that chance for fighting this administration if he had been appointed. But of course, that 2027 election is going to be a tough one for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, no doubt, because of course those two policies of subsidy removal and flotation of naira really cause hardship in the country. And then a lot of people definitely are going to use that against him. Just as he said that it's going to be between the people and the government. But of course, we know how election goes in this country.
All right. He also saying that, if you are living in this country presently, that you will know that it will be very, very difficult, if not impossible, for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be re-elected. And through a lot of indices, he said a lot of things. And he also talked about defection, the political heavyweights, the governors who are defecting to the All Progressives Congress. And he said that don't mind all those defectors, they have one thing or the other, they have skeletons in their cupboard. That's why they are defecting. That this coming election is going to be between Nigerian and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That Nigerian, the electorate, the voters are not defeated. Believe what Nasir El-Rufai said in that regard?
Of course, the motive of some of those that defected maybe because of maybe as a result of what he said, but of course not all of them defected because of that reason. If you look at somebody like Eno now, Governor Eno, you can't say there's a skeleton in his cupboard, at least for now. Oborivori of Delta, you can't say so. Of course, there's a reason they defected, and one of the reasons they defected is that if you look at the coastal rail, for example, in the south, is gaining momentum. It's a political statement the president made, definitely people in that region will want to support him for that. So I don't think fully because those people, they have skeleton in their cover, that's why they are defecting. Of course, just as he said, it's going to be between Nigerians and the government. But of course, the best the government can do now is to ensure it tames the inflation. Of course, it's trying to do that. Starting this year, that inflation was about 34 point something percent, but it has been reduced to 23 point something percent, and the government is looking at 15%. So if the government can pull down the inflation and pull down inflation between now and 2027, I think we can still be re-elected.
All right. If you look at the indices for the 2027 presidential election, where we have some people who are forming coalition, talking about Atiku, Obi, and this particular man, El-Rufai, do you think they can have that political strength to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu comes 2027?
Of course, they may have that such political strength if they come together and agree on who to become the president. Because as it is now, Obi wants to be president, Atiku wants to be president, El-Rufai wants to be president, Konkoso wants to be president. So under that type of arrangement, they are going to find it difficult. But of course, the only way they can help themselves is agreeing on somebody. And judging by the formula, the presidential formula now, the presidency is still run to the southern Nigeria. So we don't see any basis or any reason why the north should be clamoring for presidency now. Someone like Atiku, someone like El-Rufai should not be clamoring for presidency of this nation, at least not now. So, but then the idea now is for one of them to support Obi. But of course, we know the relationship between the north and southeast is not that cordial. So I don't think that alliance will work.
All right. Let us go back to Nasir El-Rufai. The statement he made. Do you believe that, judging by that statement, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has failed? That is why he underestimates his re-election in 2027.
That's what we call politics. That, just as I said earlier on, if El-Rufai had been on the other side, on this side of the divide, on the divide of the president, he would not have been saying that, because he's a learned person, he's an intelligent person, he knows how economy works. He knows that having subsidy in place is not the right thing to grow an economy. So that the president took the right step. But of course, he's not going to admit that the president took the right step simply because he's against him politically. So I think the right thing now is that the president should be focused and then work with state governors to ensure his re-election.
Right, guys, thank you for that, your submission. And a lot of people will say politicians are very funny people. So if when they are playing opposition, they will feel that they know how to do the best. They can fix things within seconds. But giving them power to now face the reality. All right, guys, I don't know what you think, viewers. What can you say about this particular statement from Nasir El-Rufai? Do you also believe that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has failed and it will be very impossible for him to get his re-election in 2027? So whatever you have in mind, why can't you relate it in the comment section? And don't forget to join us here. Please like our content and also make sure you subscribe here. Turn on the notification button. Then let us do this again in another video.